Joe Biden made me buy, he made me buy a, I don't even know if I can say it, Prius. Look at this stupid thing. It looks like a big egg. A big, protein-filled, energy-condensed, delicious egg. I've driven this whimsical little bubble for over 1,700 miles already, and to get the most accurate assessment of real-world conditions, as opposed to those phony EPA tests run by the government, I made sure to do all manner of driving. I did highway cruising, backroads darting, stop-and-go starting, driveway lurching, and tire squeal turning. And I ended up with an average of 42.8 miles per gallon. Hey, that's just about what the EPA said. With my previous vehicle, a 2012 Ford Transit Connect, averaging about 22 miles per gallon, that means I may have cut my gas bill almost in half, which has left me reeling as to how I will possibly fulfill my patriotic duty of buying and consuming as many fossil fuels as humanly possible. Plus, how the hell is the Live Golf Tour gonna succeed now? We're growing the game! Further insult comes from the fact that Toyota claims I only need to change my oil every 10,000 miles. And when it does need to be changed, it only takes a measly 4.4 quarts. Nice try on that one, Toyota, but I'm still just dumping this extra half quart of oil down the toilet. On top of all that, I found out that New York State gives out green easy passes to electrified automobiles, which hybrids are, and it comes with a 10% discount on the tolls. Damn it! I was really looking forward to giving that money to the government. Luckily, just recently E-ZPass restricted this discount to fully electric and plug-in hybrids, excluding regular hybrids, like mine. So I guess I really dodged a bullet there. Take that, you government! This car makes me sick. At least the windshield wipers work. Not only does this car get absolutely disgusting gas mileage, but it's also a used car. In fact, a single owner vehicle with a full service history. Nothing but tires and brakes have been manufactured in service of this car's existence in over 7 years. How are we supposed to bring any manufacturing back to this country if we keep buying used jalopies like this from Japan? Actually, I bought this in America from a dealership who is also a local small business and has been for 29 years. At least somebody is making out in this deal, because I'm getting screwed. If gas weren't $5 a gallon, I could pay one of these newfangled vroom zoom companies to drive a giant truck to my house with another giant truck sitting on top of it, and then drop off my giant truck in my driveway and then drive their giant truck back, completely empty. Then if all goes right in a year or two, I could be like my Uncle Gary, who has a Hummer H2 SUV and a Hummer H2 SUT, as well as a motorboat and a mid-90s Cadillac. If you've been following my channel at all, you'll know that I was deciding between this little egg here and a gargantuan Ford Excursion 7.3 liter Power Stroke diesel, which I was going to modify to run on waste vegetable oil. When I posted that video, the comments were overwhelmingly in favor of the Excursion, so I hate to disappoint everybody, but don't worry, I have some other plans in the works. In all seriousness, everybody who has seen this car so far has been amazed at just how much room it has and how much stuff it can carry. One recent trip was to paint a small cabin about 2.5 hours away, and I fit everything I needed for the job in my Prius, including a 16-foot extension ladder, which when folded together fit completely in the car with the rear hatch closed. On another trip, I fit 2 sets of 15-inch tires, one of which was on alloy wheels, and an entire race car bed. That's right, I fit a car into my car. And don't worry, it's not all drum circles, tree hugging, and granola enemas. Why, just look at how many bugs this thing has murdered. And welcome back to Janky AF. Alright, well, hope you enjoyed that. I just want to give you a quick walk around. As we see, we still have some residual emesis there, I believe is the technical term, my 2015 Toyota Prius V. It is the V, which I didn't really mention in the video, and that of course is the station wagon variant. Now they only made these for a few years, and when they came out with the Toyota RAV4 hybrid, these sort of went by the wayside, because of the sales numbers, but I think it's a real gem. It does have a ton of space, and as you can see, the rear seats are removed, and we have I've already sort of gotten quite comfortable in it. There's a toilet there. Very, very nice. I do need to clean it out and sort of organize. We have our lovely seats that were left over from the Transit. Perhaps some of you recognize those. So just a quick walk around. We got to get some center caps for it. And of course, I am going to do a full road test on this vehicle. So we'll get into more of the nitty gritty when we do that. But just wanted to give you a very quick sort of look around and talk about it. We'll turn the power button here on. There's a nice little motorcycle goes by. Now I bought this car just a few weeks ago. It has 140,559 miles on it. We have this great sign also from the Transit, and we have the great lizard from the Transit. So Spirit of the Transit lives on. But as you can see, just a ton of room with the rear seats removed. Now I've already gone ahead and you know, gotten the headliner and stuff like that dirty, so it's becoming a work vehicle very, very quickly. As we'll turn it off there. But just wanted to give you a little tour, you know, a little in-person live action. As we can see the Buick there. Lovely, lovely Buick. Sort of walk around. As I said, we'll do a full, you know, road test on this vehicle. But I gotta say, all joking aside, it's been really, really great so far, and a very capable work vehicle, which was sort of the big question in the whole scenario of buying this. And sadly, it is not an Excursion, and sorry to you folks who really wanted that. I wanted that too. But the big, really deciding factor was this was sort of a turnkey thing. You know, I'm gonna get a roof rack eventually, but even without that, you see some of the capacity it has to fit ladders into it. So, very, very impressive vehicle. And despite me vomiting all over the place when I first bought it. So there you go. Thanks so much for watching. As always, if you did enjoy this, please consider subscribing. It helps us out a lot. We're a growing young channel. And until next time, Janky do Thanky.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.